Well, greetings, hello, and welcome back. Time for another episode of our Railroads Online adventures. And today we're going to be trying out to see, or testing out, I guess, if the Eureka is any good at towing logs. Are you a freight train, or are you just a passenger train? Pretty sure we know the answer to this one. Yeah, so if you look at the stats, the Eureka actually pulls less weight than the starting little small tender you have. So, I mean, it's not a bad choice. It looks really awesome. Beautiful. Commanding. Look at that compared to Jenkins, huh? Look at that proud family picture right here. But yeah, so great locomotive. Really fun to drive. We've got 6 log cars attached to us. We're going to head up to the lumber camp and just kind of see what we got going on. And as always, I've done so many changes to the infrastructure to the point where it's almost ridiculous. The reverser in full here. Take off our brake. Give some toots. I think what we'll do is progressively add some more weight. So this is probably not the first and only video where we're going to do the Eureka towing some stuff. And it's actually going to be a little bit of a 2-part right now. So I'm not going to hint too much at it. But, oh, for Pete's sake, are we about to crash? Oh, yeah, that's a signal over there. Oh, my goodness. All right, that one looks like it's on our side. Same with that one. I should probably pay more attention to the signals. I'm pretty confident about the signals going into the lumber camp, but you never know. Oh, and I don't know if I mentioned it in the last little video. I had a piece of like invisible track over here. I think I was mentioning about like some issues. Maybe I didn't. But gosh, I wish I had recorded that. I found a way to get rid of the invisible track. If it ever comes up again, I will do my best to try to like make a little video out of it. But long story short, all you have to do is just delete everything, which is ridiculous. Remember kind of the height at which you were, or maybe don't delete everything, delete near the problem area. Put another bed down very close to the height, but just slightly below. And then if you walk that bed, your character is going to like pop up and over where the invisible piece of track is. And then you'll be able to delete it. Holy God, that's I hit the brakes. Oh, wait, no, don't panic. Wait a minute. You know what? These are my rookie mistakes when I put the switches too close together. Just double check these for safety. All right, so that's good. And that's good. Perfect. So I think I hinted at the return trip from the log camp, very different than the way in. We just did this for like super fun. And what's nuts is we built it not knowing the height of these engines. We had to like kind of eyeball it based on like what we had with the first one. So that was kind of a little nerve-wracking. First time we pulled the train through here at full speed. Yeah, I'm trying to make these like a linear flow in terms of like what we're up to, but there's just so much that happens behind the scenes between these episodes. And I'm going to do some tutorials. And like I think like a proper Let's Play maybe one day. I don't know. I feel like the game is a little bit too early to do anything too like cemented and like this is the way. But I think we can keep on making some fun videos like this. I hope you guys are enjoying this. And if you have any like suggestions for like content that I could make for this game, totally let me know. Otherwise, what I have on the docket is some tours of like the stuff we've built. And part 2 of this episode, which I don't really want to hint too much at, is just kind of taking the long way to get somewhere. And we're going to bring in a whole bunch of heavy logs with us, and, you know, we'll see how well we tow. How much water we use, how much speed we can get. Maybe have, yeah, some nice train sounds as we go. So that's kind of the plan. And just onwards and upwards. And then over at the logging camp itself, we need to do a bit more work. I still need to attach the cordwood. We have a good firewood situation happening. So it's all coming together. And yeah, I think we're on par to get another locomotive pretty soon. So I think we'll be testing out like the Climax, one of the geared ones, which is like definitely built for freight and heavy towing, lots of inclines, which is what we're going to need for, I think, where we're headed next. All right, pick up the speed here. So take a look, right? This is the way back. See how it's below us? Check this out. We're about to drive over top of it. Isn't that freaking wicked or what? So that was a challenge and a half. And we literally eyeballed this. The bridge went in first. And then after we were like, oh, is there enough room? I don't know. Sure enough. All right. Coming up to the logging camp, we still need to add a lot more passing tracks and infrastructure. So it's a little bit chaotic up here still. I just got to keep my eyes peeled because we have some switches that I think might have been set for coming from the other direction. So let's slow it down a little bit here. We are running solo right now. There might be some videos in the future with a small team. But for the moment, it's just like a whole bunch of us just kind of hanging out at night, just like you know, doing really not too much. Just building in you know, infrastructure stuff, making it a little bit more more drivable, I guess. But yeah, if you want to see some of that, I can try to record, maybe cut it down. I just need a bit more storage to get the long form stuff. Okay, get some brakes through here. Okay, just slow our approach. And I don't remember what side... Oh, okay, we're okay. We can speed up. We're good. Let's drink some coffee here. Okay, so if we wanted to, we actually have some extra lumber over here. So for a future testing video, we can attach some more train track. I'm very tempted. Oh, I'm very tempted. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna make an edit in the video. I won't make you sit through all of this, but I think I'm gonna attach like 1 or 2 more of those. I think. Oh, we need brakes here. Where are you going to? Where are you going there, buddy? Where are you going there, buddy? Yeah, I think so, eh? So, if you have not seen my lumber camp in full, which I don't remember how much of a tour I did before, but yeah, it's changed a little bit here. So, principally what we have is anywhere there's like a pickup and drop-off point, we have a track to go around. And in this case right here, we put our firewood down. Oh yeah, I've already said all this, of course, yeah. So not a whole heck of a lot's already changed on this side. We did find some invisible track on this side, so it has slightly changed in terms of the curve and the flow. And we have this lovely little side track just chilling for storage. And then we're going to be doing like another bypass, so we can just have someone hanging out right here. Well, I mean, I guess this one would actually go on the other side, but that'll be for another day, not on camera right now. So yeah, so let's throw some logs in right now, in case you guys are like, whoa, the mechanic, I've never seen it, I need to know. Pretty exciting. When I first saw the game, I kind of assumed we'd have to drive that ourselves and just like lock and load and hopefully drop it in the right spot. I was kind of like upset that that wasn't the case, but now that I've done this like 100 million times, I am so happy that we don't have to do this manually. This on its own is pretty crazy. Now it's a great time though if you're working with a team to start like loading up firewood, and if you are working with like a bigger team, maybe this is when some of the shunting can start happening. So you come in, drop off your cars, you might already have cars ready for pickup, and so that's kind of the idea of the passing tracks here, right? So like go around all of them, detach your load on an empty whatever side of track, and pull forward, reverse on in, clack onto one that's got the logs loaded, and away you go. I feel like this game though, it needs like some kind of like in-game way to talk to each other, even if it's just like chat. Or it'd be really funny, because I don't know, the game's like really janky, right? So how memes could it be? How far can we push this, right? You know, inside you have like a telegraph pole, right? Or something. Oh, the switch up ahead is going to the left there, dear. I don't know why your wife is with you or your husband, but you know what I mean, right? Like, it'd be kind of funny, right? Okay, so I'm gonna make a little edit in the video. Let's attach, I think, 2 more. Let's be adventurous here. So that brings us up to 8. And yeah, I'll get these loaded. We'll start the video back up, and we'll drive into the yonder. And like I said, it's gonna be a 2-parter. So we're gonna drive back down to the sawmill, see how it just kind of fares for this. Maybe do a lap or 2 down there, and then I'll take you somewhere in the next episode. All right, guys, I'll see you in just 1 hot second. Okay, and we're back. God, I love movie magic, don't you? So we've got all the cars loaded up, and I just love this little quality of life. See, we've got a small little dip in the middle of the car. Just kind of shows we've got some weight on it, and that will dip even further as you put logs on them. See over here, it's super flat, nice and flat. And yeah, you can just watch it yourself. It is a really nice little feature. Let's grab just one last little handful of wood. Make sure our fire is good to go. And we're pretty full on water. We're like 4,500 out of 5,000 total, so it's pretty darn close. Really wouldn't worry too much about that. Yeah, so fire could use a little bit of love. There we go, back on. In the grand scheme, I think we're probably good for, yeah, I think we're okay here. Fire temperature needs to be brought back up. That probably took a little bit longer than it needed to right there, but we are rocking and rolling, and let's finally find out if the Eureka can haul a bunch of logs. This is test 1 out of a little 2-parter. All right, let's rock and roll. Oh, you know what we need to do for this occasion? Hold the phone. First person driving. Let's go. Doctor's orders. All right, so we'll turn off the brake. Reverser is already forward. We've got gravity on our side. Let's do a pinch of regulator. Open up the cylinder cock so we get some cool steam looking here. Oh, look at this, eh? Oh, yeah. Okay, this is probably dangerously fast for this hill. Please, oh god, slow down. Yeah, okay, this is really dangerous. I'm not even gonna look. There you go. There you go. Nice and gentle through here. Okay, so the curve itself, you can see, is not too horrifying. It's pretty sharp, so as long as we clear that, we're able to pick up a lot of speed once we leave it. So let's put the brakes back off. We have no need for a regulator as far as I'm concerned right now. Keep the reverser on. Let's go forward. Oh yeah, we can definitely pick up the pace here now. Okay, got some clackety clacks. Look at that steam go through. That is so wild. All right, close that. There we go. I feel like you do get a little bit of jankiness when you're doing first-person driving. It's like you're not quite locked into the cab. So why don't we jump back in? Maybe get a handle on this. All right, that's much better. Oh, listen to that engine go. We can push it here, can't we? Yeah, we definitely can. Clackety clack, there's a train on the track. All right, so I've gone ahead and set these switches already. And what I'm gonna do is just take us on a lap through the whole circuit here. We'll go to the depot, but we're gonna go via the sawmill. And we'll have to switch one track when we get down to the sawmill. And then we'll just head off to the depot. Take on the loop there, and yeah, if you're interested, come on back for the next one where we'll try something a little bit crazy. What does he keep hinting at? Who knows, right? Who knows? Okay, definitely enjoying this view right here. What a good run this is. We made it kind of two-way track through here. And, you know, I'm running solo right now, like I was saying, so there's no real need to worry about directions. But we're... I mean, kind of, it flips sometimes day to day. We try to take the way downhill on the way out. Sometimes we flip that, though, just to kind of get some challenges going. And it depends on what kind of traffic we have going on the rails. But yeah, I just wish there was, like, a better way to kind of communicate signals, or even just, like, a local something, or some kind of switchboard up ahead you could see. I don't know. Okay, let's do some braking through here, pull that reverser down. It's a little bit of a sharp turn again. I'm going to smooth this one out eventually. And we have a nice gravity approach for the yard right here, so we can just kind of coast on in. We've got our switches ready. And this whole bit of track here, this was made before we even like looked at the size of the big boy engines. That's a nice little shot right here. So I feel like, yeah, it's pretty sharp, you know, but it's doable. Little slippery snake S-bend right here. You actually don't have to go this slow. I'm just kind of exaggerating a bit so we don't derail for the episode. Famous for that already. And then, yeah, so the track off to the right, you can park, you can pass on either side here. This will bring you back into, you know, kind of drop-off area if you wanted to shunt. Just kind of like a loop within a loop almost. And then if you wanted to just, you know, leave an engine, go AFK or something like that, we got the little spot for it right there. And I don't think I put it in... Yeah, no, actually, that was in a different iteration. So we're still missing the turntable. That's got to go in over here. And I think... Man, oh man, if there's room maybe in the middle here. I think that's what ended up happening. I wanted to move it into a different spot. We had a couple save files on the go. This is our third start now, so there's some stuff that I don't remember where I built it and what save it's in. Like, fundamentally, this is the best save. And we've incorporated, like, everything we've learned up until now, too. So I feel like we're off to a really good start. I would not be upset, though, if we started again. Not that I'm intending to, but at this point, I would not be too upset. I have zero interest in it. I really want to stress that. But if the game like gave us like a reset or something, I wouldn't like cry. Because like I feel like when you restart, you just have so much more knowledge than you had the time before. And just the weight of that, it's so good. Like putting in like trial and error hours, it is so worth it. So worth it. Okay, let's just get around this bend. We're going to have to throw in some more fuel. Our fire is about to go out. And I need to go straight, not off to the left. Off to the left is for later. Okay, did we lose anybody? I hope not. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Optical illusion. I thought we only had 6 right there. Okay. Throw in a little bit more fire. Love seeing that come to life. Yeah, I swear it's all the little extras in this game. What a good job. All right, close the door. It's impossible to close. Let's attempt... No, we have to switch the switch first. Hold on here. Alright, so I'd like to go straight. So that one that way, and that one to the straight. And this is another one of those, like, this is a tight turn right here. I might even just change this right now really quickly, eh? This one's on the... It's on my mind. And you can see we pushed it out a little bit further before, so the bedding is kind of off. So maybe we can just do this too. See some behind the scenes. How poorly I do all my construction. Alright, nice and smooth, the name of the game. You know what, we're probably going to change slightly. Yeah, you can see the angle's a bit off here. But that is okay. So yeah, all on the left, this is all new infrastructure. Genuinely, between episodes, there's probably about 20 hours of work, split between about 3 people. So it's pretty nuts. And what we've been doing is, we have 3 locomotives now. So we're loading them completely up. And just kind of going on runs together. And we just do these long passages. And then just try to drive them and smooth them out. And then operate as a team and hopefully not derail too much. And that has been a lot of fun. Yeah, I feel like the game fundamentally needs a way for you to assign kind of like an admin role to someone when they join your company. So they have the maybe the ability to re-rail. You can kind of turn that on or off. The ability to build. So if your friends coming in here and like messing up your tracks, you can be like, no demolition, no building, driving only. That'd be kind of a cool feature too. Or if you wanted someone to come in and just be like spectator mode. So you wanted to like do some tutorials, maybe show some people, but you're terrified they're going to drive your trains into a wall. You just, tell them the keys are out of the engine. Okay. I'm not very confident at the signals up ahead, so we'll take this a little bit slow, listen to the clickety-clack, and just do a nice tour. So kind of showing off some of the infrastructure. Yeah, so water towers, you can see we got the new update. We put a few of these down because I need some time to recharge. I'm still unsure of all the values. That in itself kind of confuses me, but you can definitely empty them now. Takes what seems like a whole heck of a lot of water. So I don't think you'll do it anytime soon, but if you have like 10 trains in a row, maybe, who knows? Perfect. And then we'll, head down to the depot. And I think we're going to take a different way into the depot. Last time we took the way from the logging camp on the right track. Let's go on the left track this time. And we've only had one instance so far where like all of us are running together, and I was like, who's left? My left or your left? And so we had kind of like a miscommunication, and then like we were barreling around a corner, and I was like, oh hey, there's a train coming towards me. So no derailment, but it does get a little bit nerve-wracking sometimes when that happens. So yeah, communication, signals, all that stuff. It'd be so handy to have, eh? Like little amber-green signals. Or even like the up-down arms. This way is clear. Do not enter. And a little signal board. Morse code. Give it to me. Alright. I'll just shut up. Listen to the engine now. This is nice. Oh wait. Oh god. Stop. Stop. This is probably going to be turned the wrong way. Oh my goodness. Woo! You know what we gotta do? We need to increase visibility on this signal. That was very dangerous. Second away from disaster right there. Well, I foreshadowed that. Woo! Cowcatcher was just entering. Okay. That's probably gonna happen a couple more times here, so pay attention, please. Alright, forward. Guys, is it my imagination, or was the generator able to be used before? Is there no generator in this vehicle? And then how... Do you guys use the sander and that kind of stuff yet? I only realized recently that you could actually run out of sand. Way to put a sander down. A whole bunch of cool things you learn as you go, right? Not really sure why I thought sand was unlimited, but I just didn't think they added the mechanic for it. Alright, off we go. I'm probably horribly at, like, wasting water, being, like, so inefficient with all this, but that's okay. I think part of the fun is just like having fun. You can definitely tell I'm not any kind of a professional when it comes to train stuff, just a pure enthusiast who could definitely learn to use some more knowledge, right? Yeah, that's a switch in our favor. I want that one to be going the other way, ideally. Just so we don't enter in on the left again. Or the right. Yeah. Okay, let's slow it down slightly here. Oh, I just love, like, the scenery, the mountains. Like, they capture this so perfectly. I love the pine trees, everything about this. Would be very interesting to see other maps pop up. And maybe that's like user-generated maps. So, I mean, they talked a lot about having the workshop be a pretty big thing here. So that'd be so cool. Oh man, I'm getting ahead of myself here. Let's enjoy this one. And the map itself, it just feels so big, but so small and so, like, I think it's such a good size. It's such an interesting, this game is so good. Like, what an interesting game. All right, stop geeking out. Drive your train. Let's go. All right, so what are we learning so far? Yeah, it's not too bad in terms of like 8 logs. I think the max is 10. I don't know where I heard that, but someone somewhere at one point said that. So 8 logs fully loaded. We're on pretty flat ground for the moment. In the next episode, we're actually going to be testing a 4% grade. And I've not towed this many logs before. I've done it with less logs. So I've got a little bit of confidence, but I'm not 100% sure, which should make for a good video. And then, you know, in terms of getting the speed, like, the locomotive itself sounds fantastic when it's up there. No problem really getting to full speed. I think it might even still be increasing in speed right now. I think getting there is no problem. The traction effort is a little bit lower than the first shunter that you get, Little Betsy. Okay, knowing us, this is going to be a bad signal. No perfection. Okay, cool. We don't have to drop off at the depot, but it's set for us to go that way, so that works for me. Yeah, you haven't seen the depot from this side. So here's some feeder tracks going into your, you know, initial pickup, drop-off, starting area here. You know, just drive in, drop-off stuff, whatever you want, right? That side track over there, same with this one. They both eventually lead to the turntable. Just kind of some switches to get there. And then just like we have pretty much everywhere within our infrastructure boundaries, or whatever I'm trying to say, wherever we have like pickup and drop-off, we have the ability to go around. That's kind of what you see here. And is it just, maybe it's just that one that leads, actually, sorry. It's those two there that get into the turntable. One of two. One of two. There's our meme carts. Hello, friend. Maybe take that on a run one day, huh? Alright, take this around the corner. Let's see how she does. Please don't derail. Perfect. Looking good for the switch up here. Yeah, it's such a fun setup. I feel like we need to add a few more tracks over here. As crazy as that sounds, we're going to try to get maybe one more set of bypasses through that open area, and then maybe a couple areas for just hanging out. And the goal, which I think I mentioned before, is to get bi-directional traffic coming in. So you can enter the Home Depot from 2 different directions. Not just the way we came, but the other way as well. Pretty much getting ourselves set up for the eventual push to oil. And that seems like a pretty decent straightaway. And I think we're going to make some drag strips over there. And also, if you know where that I'm talking about, up behind the waterfall, we're also going to do some memes up there, a little bit of drag strips. So, you know, on the off day, maybe it's a Sunday afternoon, Jenkins is off work, we'll try some memes. I have some spicy stuff in mind, so I'm not going to tell you too much, but, you know, some Speedy Boy stuff and, you know, maybe we'll try some multi-track drifting or something. Who knows, right? But yeah, we'll get to that later. That's not really the whole point of this. We're trying to be serious train engineers right now, right? Ooh, that's a tight one right there, eh? That even might be a piece of invisible track. That was a sneaky little bump we made. All right, well that might have to be redone. Go nice and slow. Should be okay going forward here. That one's in our favor too. Cool. Alright, well let's head on out here. So we could drop off here, but we're not going to. We're holding on to this weight. And I'll take us to the approach for the next episode. And again, if you guys have any comments on like what you want to see, any questions about like any of this kind of stuff, maybe a little bit more in-depth look, just let me know. So kind of like, you know, pulling at straws, it feels like, on like what to make here. It's just such a great game. And because of how fast it's changing, it's so early access, I just feel like, you know, I'm going to wait a little bit for some like proper tutorials and stuff. But I hope you're just kind of enjoying the casual content here. Just long-form train stuff, right? Alright, so we eventually need to make our way over to the right. God, this is so nice. And I love the fact that we're doing kind of like a slightly different direction, coming in and out of places, just to kind of meander a bit. You're not really running the 2 tracks next to each other. Get some scenic feels. Alright, we want to go to the right. Perfect. And then just up here, we're going to have to flip the switch and probably end her off. Not going to be too long of an episode today, but we have a fun one for the next one. So I'd say this is A-okay. In terms of towing power, not too shabby. Our grades weren't horrifying. We had pretty much gravity on our side the whole way, which I think if you're going to be setting up some cargo tracks to use the Eureka, you definitely want to have that as an approach. Maybe like a gravity-fed yard, that kind of stuff. Or like wherever your pickup drop-off points are, like make sure that's easy to get in and out. Gravity is definitely a good thing. And, you know, in the grand scheme, the longer the treks become, the more, of course, you're going to have to, like, be aware of your resources. So you don't want to use up too much water. You want to make sure you've got enough lumber. And, yeah, stamina, I guess, too, right? That's it, guys. So I think we'll end things here. This is our first test on the Eureka to see if it can tow some freight. And so far, so good. Pizza Dog gets a check mark. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 log cars full to the brim. All right, guys, grab me a comment. Let me know what you think. We'll see you again. And yeah, next one's kind of a fun one. I keep hinting at it, but it's like, it's worth it. You'll know by the title what it will be when you see it, but I won't say anything now. And I'm pretty sure you can piece together on your own where we're going and what we're doing. But, you know, we'll leave it a secret in case you don't know. All right, guys, that's it. Happy training, happy building, stay hydrated, and have a great day. Thanks for checking us out.